Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to the Denver Broncos franchise here on Madden NFL 23, back with some football content. Yes, it is sports here on the channel despite what I said in the return video. I saw your guys' comments and you guys really want to see the sports return, so that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pick back up with Denver. I hope you guys are excited for this one. If you are, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Just a little bit of a recap where we're at. The Broncos sitting 6-5 going into this one, while the Ravens are 9-2. So we could really use a win to help ourselves in the playoff contention as we get down the stretch, but it's not going to be easy. Lamar Jackson, the former NFL MVP, heads the helm here in Baltimore. 2,200 yards, 16 touchdowns, 7 interceptions that contain him in this one. As it's 1st and 10, they're going to hand off on their first play. That's a gain of 4 by Mr. J.K. Dobbins, who last week had 22 rushes and 86 yards and a touchdown in their win. He's had a pretty good, solid season. Now 2nd and 6. Jackson back to pass here. He's going to float outside the pocket to the left. Throws it at the marker, but this one is incomplete. Nice defense there. Forces a nice 3rd and 6 for Denver. It'd be big if they can get the Baltimore off the field to begin the game. But that's not going to happen. Jackson strikes it downfield. Gain of 18 to the tight end, Mark Andrews. And that'll move the sticks. Big time conversion there for the Ravens. Now, next play, it's a read option here. Jackson keeps it, breaks a tackle. Just gets brought down by Johnson. That was almost a touchdown-saving tackle. 2nd and 4, now they go to Dobbins. Dobbins cuts left side, and he gets about 6. Makes another 3rd down at the midfield marker, and this time it's another read option, but Dobbins keeps it. But a beautiful tackle in the open field will force the 4th down. But the Ravens, they're going to go for it. 4th and 2, already getting aggressive early in this game. It's a quick pass to Andrews. They had the one-on-one matchup. He gets the separation. And the Ravens drive continues, but the next play, going backwards again, Josie Jewell shoots the gap. He's been pretty good so far in run defense this year. Not as good in coverage. That's, I feel like, one of the weaknesses of this Broncos team. Is now 2nd and 13. Jackson gets outside the pocket, scrambles for 5. Now makes it 3rd and 8. Another chance for Denver to get off the field, but again, they're not going to capitalize on it. Pass across the middle, 1st down. As that was K'Wan Williams who got beat in coverage that time. And the Ravens continue this drive. It's been a long one. 6 minutes and counting for Baltimore on their opening possession. There's a 4-yard strike across the middle. Now 2nd and 6. Handoff Dobbins left side. And it's going to get maybe about 2. Makes it another 3rd down chance. And this time they don't convert on 3rd down. Nice ball attacking by Josie Jewell there, and that does force the field goal. So the Ravens, after that long drive, only get 3, and that's going to bring out Russell Wilson, this Broncos offense. Wilson had a very up and down season, but it's been on the upside in the past couple of games. 16 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. He's done a very good job of protecting the football in the recent games. As they start this game with a loss of 1 to Melvin Gordon. It's a very good defense by Baltimore, which is kind of their staple of their organization. 2nd and 11, pass left side. There's Cortland Sutton, who's had a very good season, almost a breakout season, you could call it. Gain of 7 there, makes it 3rd and 4. Wilson looks left side, but air mails this one to the sidelines. I don't know if they're just weren't on the same page or what. And that's a punt on the Broncos' first drive. And once more, Baltimore's offense takes the field. 2nd inches here. Dobbins with a huge hole right side. Gets away from a couple defenders. Still down the sideline. Breaks the tackle before stepping out of the 16. A huge run by J.K. Dobbins. And just like that, the Ravens once more in the red zone at the 16. This time Jackson's going to pull it and tuck it and slide for a gain of about 3. Next play, Jackson looking across the middle. There's another pass. This time it is a 1st down. Goal to go now from the 6. Handoff to Dobbins. And Dobbins is going to power his way forward. Gain of 3. Now in the goal line package. Jackson, though, with the play fake across the middle. He finds the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Ravens. Nick Boyle with the first TD of the ball game. And the Ravens will extend their lead now 10-0. And the crowd really starting to get into this one. And that's not going to help matters. Loss of 1 for Javonte Williams on his first carry of the game. Now after an incompletion, 3rd and 11. Wilson needs to convert here. And he almost gets picked off instead. Not a good quarter for the Broncos offense. Unfortunately, we've seen that a lot in this season. Just very hot and very cold. We'll be in the 2nd quarter. Ravens with the football once again in Denver territory. As first and 10, here's a swing pass to Dobbins, who breaks a tackle. Not easy to bring down. That's a gain of 5. Had no reason getting that much yardage, but he did. Next play, Jackson again in the air. Another short pass. Nick Boyle again with the reception. Jackson's keeping it very short, and it's a very methodical game plan from this Ravens offense, and so far it's working today. Next play, Jackson. This time he's going to throw it to the end zone, and this one is overthrown, so there's your shot. Next play, play fake. Dobbins goes out for a pass. Jackson, he's going to check it down to him, and that's another quick short gain of about 5. It makes it a more manageable 3rd and 4. Broncos haven't been very good on 3rd down today, and once more they're going to give up another one. Dobbins again out of the backfield. He's been very involved in both the run and the pass game, and the Broncos don't have an answer for this Ravens offense. This time, shovel pass to Duvernay, picks up about 1. Next play, screen for Dobbins, has a couple blockers, gets a little bit of space, but is brought down shy of the first down again. 3rd and 3 from the 7. Jackson looks right side, finds Andrews for a touchdown. Another reception for a tight end that finds the end zone. This time, Mark Andrews gets the score, and the Ravens have extended their lead. Now a 3-score game, already 17-0. Hate to say this is a make-or-break drive, but the Broncos, they really need to get a point on this one. After a 1-yard run, it's a pass across the middle. There's KJ Hamler, who's going to find a little bit of space, gets to the marker, and actually gets a pretty generous spot, so they're going to give him the first down there. So now the Broncos starting to find their way into Ravens territory for the first time today. Here's a run to Gordon. That's not going to find anywhere. Beautiful track down. Ravens have Patrick Queen and plenty of speed in that second level, so it's going to be hard to run the football. As there's Williams again. He only gets 4. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's going to force Russell Wilson to throw. He looks left side and can't find his target. Not on the same page, but the Broncos at least do get 3. So back to a 2-score game here. About 5 minutes left to go in the second, and this one's a dangerous pass. Fortunately for Jackson, that one falls to the turf. Very unfortunate for us. But just like that, it's 3rd and 8. Looking, float it left side. Beautiful defense. That was a nice play by just Julia to handle that one. That forces a turnover, or a punt, excuse me. And now we're at the 2-minute warning. Broncos down by 14. Can they at least get some points before the break? 3rd and 2, check down Gordon. That keeps this alive, and more importantly, finds the out of bounds at about midfield. It's now 1:55 to go. Wilson next play, keeping it tight. Tries to float it left side. Oh, right through the hands of Sutton. Oh, there's a lot of traffic there, but he almost came away with it. Nonetheless, 2nd down. Wilson in the pocket again. He's got to scramble out. Has a man downfield, but Wilson doesn't see him and instead gets sacked from behind by Elway. And just like that, now 3rd and 16. We'll see how aggressive the Broncos get. They are going to take a shot, and they connect. First down, grab, beautiful catch by Sutton. That keeps this drive alive. Broncos still with a chance for some points. This time short for Judy. Judy actually fumbles the football, puts it on the ground, is picked up by Baltimore. A costly turnover by the Broncos. Had a chance to potentially get some points. Now they're going to stop the Ravens from getting some more. Jackson 1st and 10. Can't scramble outside the pocket. That'll cause a timeout for Ravens, their first one of the day. 2nd and 12 now. Short pass. Andrews going to find a first down marker. They'll burn a second one. Still got 31 seconds to go, and you're on the fringe of field goal territory. Now you're definitely in field goal territory. 13-yard connection to Andrews. Broncos have had no answer for him. And that's exactly what the Ravens are going to do. They're going to call on the best kicker in all of the NFL, Justin Tucker, for a 47-yard kick. And it is, of course, right through the uprights. And the Ravens dominating this ball game, up 20-3 at the half. Do the Broncos have any sort of answer? Will the Ravens continue their strong season? Find out after this. So we're getting deep into the playoff push. A lot of meaningful games. A lot of teams still fighting for that coveted spot. So we're going to start off in Atlanta, where the Falcons 5-7 hosting the 5-5 Steelers, and the Steelers trying to make a late push. They're up 20-7 over the Falcons. Trubisky's looking pretty good. So is Najee Harris, as the Steelers look to get back to the postseason. How about up in Detroit, the Lions hosting the Jaguars. Jaguars doing pretty solid this season. They're up 14-0. They are in a position for a wild card spot, potentially the division if they keep this up. Those 2 first half touchdowns by Lawrence has them ahead. And then finally in Chicago, the Bears hosting the Packers 14-7 for Green Bay, as the Bears trying to make it to the postseason, also 6-6 on the season. So a lot of teams vying for a spot. A lot of teams are sitting at that 500 mark including us, the Denver Broncos, is currently 6-5. We'd love to stay above 500. Right now, it's not looking too good. It's now 2nd and 5, starting the second half. Here's Gordon, who takes a shot. The Broncos cannot afford to start their drive, start their second half going 3 and outs, and they don't. There's a nice pass to the sideline. Good catch by Patrick. At least keeps this drive alive. Next play, swing to Judy on the quick hitter. Gains about 4. Wilson now faces pressure, goes out that way again. This time the Ravens ready for it, almost picks it for 6. That would have definitely been game over. Thankfully, though, 3rd and 6. Wilson feeling some heat around the edge, though. Didn't stand a chance. Ojabo gets there. And that is a punt for the Broncos in their first drive of the second half. Not how you want to start today. The Ravens' offense has been a well-oiled machine so far. And it doesn't look like they're going to slow down. They're going to keep running the football, keep passing it short. And here's a 2nd and 6 pass right across the middle. Nobody even bothered to do anything in coverage. That's what I'm saying. Our linebackers, they're good in the run game, but in the passing game, they're not as effective. As there's Josie Jewell, one of those linebackers actually making a play there. 2nd and 9, Jackson keeps it short. This is a failed screen, so that is a good moment there for this Denver's defense. Makes it a 3rd and long. Got to get off the field here. Jackson, though, is in the zone, so this is not going to be easy. 3rd and 11. Jackson scanning the field, looks left side, wide open. Mark Andrews again. It doesn't matter if it's man, it doesn't matter if it's zone. Andrews is finding the holes, he's getting open, and he's moving the sticks. So now at the 40-yard line of the Broncos. Across the middle, both tight ends actually run into each other, so that's a very interesting play that ends in an incompletion. 2nd and 10, not on the same page as Andrews, and just like that, it goes quickly to 3rd and 10 for Baltimore. Good chance again for Denver to get off the field here, and Jackson is going to try to scramble forward. He almost gets it. Slides down just a yard short, but does put the Ravens in field goal range, but they're not thinking field goal. They want a first down, and they don't get it. Questionable play call there by the Ravens. I guess you're already up by 3 scores, but you come away with nothing and give a short field to Denver. This could be the swing that the Broncos need. On the 32 now. Across the middle. Nice pass to Hamler, who gets open in that second level. Big time play there. Makes it a red zone trip for the Broncos. 1st and 10. They try to go with that read option, but this time the Ravens have been watching some film, and that brings Wilson well behind the line for a loss of 4. Now 2nd and 14. Wilson looks left side, has a man open as Tim Patrick again. 15-yard connection, and for the first time today, the Broncos are goal to go from the 8. Trying to set up a screen, and this one is a horrific screen. Doesn't even get the pass off. Michael Pearson company gets there, and now he got 2nd and goal from the 18 after that loss of 10. Wilson outside the pocket trying to make something happen. He finds Albert Okwuegbunam, who actually gets it down to the 3. And the Ravens, Michael Pierce has to come off the game. It could be a big loss for that Ravens front. 3rd and goal. Wilson looks to throw, checks it down for Gordon. He's not even going to get close. Ravens defenders all over that one. And the Broncos, they decide to just take the 3. Still down by 2 touchdowns going into the final quarter. But they do have the football here to begin it. After a nice stop, 1st and 10, their own 32. It's a toss that ends horrifically. Williams trying to do something with it, but all he does is lose 9. Bad time for a toss play there. As now it's 3rd and 15. Wilson trying to get a first down. He does. Albert Okwuegbunam with a huge grab again. Finds the marker and moves the chains. Big time play on back-to-back drives by the young tight end. So now at about midfield, Wilson checks it down. Judy. Gain of about 3. Makes it 2nd and 7. The Ravens today done a very good job of keeping this Broncos offense in check. It's not got the takeaways that they rank so highly in, but right as I say that, Judy across the middle gets a gain of 17. So a nice strike against that Ravens front. Now at the 31, Wilson again going to take a shot towards the pylon. This one is overthrown, looking the way of KJ Hamler. It's now 2nd and 10. Across the middle, Judy again has a first down, uses his speed to get out to the 16, and the Broncos moving the football. Still got 12 minutes left of this one. This one's far from over. Wilson, left side, big time throw in connection to Sutton, right over the head of the defender. And the next play, Wilson in the pocket, going to face some pressure, scrambles away from it, and just finds the sideline. Lives to fight another day. It's now 3rd and 2. Wilson again feeling the pressure, almost throws it into the hands of a defender. Lucky that one didn't get picked off. And the Broncos, again, just going to settle for 3, not being aggressive. I don't know if I fully agree with that. When you're down by 14 in the fourth quarter, you need touchdowns, not field goals. Nonetheless, now an 11-point game for the Ravens inside 10 minutes. Because all they got to do is just take care of the football. And right as they say that, they can't do it. Patrick Surtain, the second, with a big-time interception late in this one. The Broncos set up with a very short field. No, I did not mean to jinx the Ravens there, but I'll take it. Screen pass here for Gordon, gain of 2. Now 2nd and 6. Wilson again to the air. Broncos basically just abandoning the run game, and that has pinned the ears back for the Ravens as Elway gets home. And now it's a long 3rd and 18. Wilson's just going to check it down to Gordon. Nobody open downfield. Gets about 4. And again, the Broncos kick their 4th field goal of the day. That makes it 20-12, so it's a 1-score game. You're only an 8-point lead now for the Ravens. Still 7 minutes left to go, so plenty of time left. But you need to stop here. 3rd and 3. Jackson pulls it back, but he actually fumbles the football. A huge hit from Jewell. Frees the ball. He gets the recovery, and that's back-to-back turnovers for the Ravens. And the Broncos on the 25 with a chance now to tie the ball game up. That pass is batted down. 2nd and 10. Just inside 6 to go. Wilson drops back to throw. He's going to find his way out of the pocket, but Ravens with a spy are not going to let him get much. Picks up maybe 2. And now 3rd and 8. Wilson across the middle finds Jerry Jeudy, who holds on through the contact, and just like that, goal to go for the Broncos with just inside 5 to go. Wilson under center, drops back to throw, tries to scramble for it. He does pick up 3. 2nd and goal. Ravens bring pressure. Wilson counters, throws to the end zone, tried to find Okwuegbunam, but can't connect. And now a huge 3rd and goal for Wilson. Has to scramble outside the pocket, has a little bit of green grass, and he does find the end zone. Touchdown Broncos for the first time today. They put the ball in the end zone and now have a chance to tie it up. A big 2-point conversion. They trust the ground game, and it actually pays off. Melvin Gordon finds the end zone. I think Ravens were selling out on the pass. And just like that, we have a 20-20 game tied up at the 2-minute warning. But it is the Ravens with the football. They're at the 47. There's a big-time connection to Mark Andrews to the 40. And when you have Justin Tucker on the sideline, yes, this is a 56-yarder. But I think the Ravens are just setting up Tucker. Big-time run there for Dobbins. Broncos starting to call their timeouts. They need a stop here. You can't give up a 1st down. Alex Singleton makes sure that doesn't happen on that play. But now it's 3rd and 2. 1st down almost ends the game here for the Ravens. And Dobbins is not going to get there. Broncos call their last timeout. Force the 47-yard field goal from Tucker. And Justin Tucker hits it up and right through the middle. So the Ravens now with a 3-point lead. We need a comeback drive here from Russell Wilson with about 70 seconds to go. As they start with a 5-yard completion to the right side. Gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Wilson again. Next play. Drops back. This time looks left side. This one almost intercepted. Almost caught. Just a dangerous pass there. But now quickly it's 3rd and 5. Wilson does connect with Sutton across the middle. So that'll move the chains. But it keeps the clock rolling. Now only 45 seconds left to go. Wilson the quick pass to Williams. And he does get out of bounds. That does stop the clock. But Denver with only 40 seconds now. Wilson left side across the middle. There's Jeudy. Catch and run. He will find the side. No, he doesn't. They say he doesn't get out of bounds. The clock actually continues to run. Now we're inside 20 seconds. And that will find out of bounds. But that was a big call. I thought Jeudy actually got out of bounds. The ref said he did not. So now with only 10 seconds left to go, Sutton threw his hands. And the Broncos are forced to try a 58-yard field goal to send this one to overtime. Snap, hold, McManus kicks it. And this one is just short. The Broncos can't put it through the uprights. The clock is going to hit triple zeros. And the Ravens will walk away with the victory late in this one by a final score of 23-20. This one had no right being a game in that 4th quarter. Broncos down by 14. They rally back, but just fall shy. Lamar Jackson puts the drive together that he needs and gets the Ravens their 10th win of the season, while the Broncos will fall to 6-6. Tough loss there for the Broncos. Yes, they didn't have any right being in that game, but when you come so close just to lose, that is a very tough pill to swallow, especially on that last drive. I could have swore Jerry Jeudy got out of bounds on that crossing pattern, but the refs say his knee was down before he crossed and hit out of bounds. Don't know if I agree with that one, as the Broncos were out of timeout, had to hurry to the line, and they end up falling to the Ravens. Across the league, the Bills beat the Patriots 24-21. The Bills had a ice cold start to the season, but they have been white hot, trying to make it back to the postseason. Not a team I'd want to play in the playoffs. The Browns beat the Texans 38-31. This was going to be Watson's return game, and he capitalizes with 3 touchdowns in this one. Deshaun Watson back for the Browns. The suspension is over, and he takes it to his former team. Mills did have 3 touchdowns, but he also threw 2 interceptions. Texans not a good team this year. And then finally, the Dolphins put a hurting on the 49ers, 38-3. Trey Lance in his first season with a chance to start has not been overly that impressive. And the Niners go out with a whimper in this one. What a win for the Miami Dolphins. Take a look at the players of the week. Watson gets it in the AFC, as well as C.J. Mosley's 2 interceptions for the Jets. Gary had 2 sacks for the Packers in the NFC, and Matthew Stafford throwing 5 touchdowns for the Rams as the defending Super Bowl champions trying to make it back to that same spot. Next week, we sit 6-6, and we have a primetime matchup at home against the 7-5 Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, they do sit 7-5, but this is a tough team. This is part of the issue when you play in the AFC West. You got to play the Chiefs twice, you got to play the Chargers twice, and you even got to play the Raiders twice. So this is a big game for us. We sit 500. Don't want to go underneath that mark, especially this late in the season with only 5 games left to go, and we're trying to push for a playoff spot. We got to deal with Patrick Mahomes, got to deal with Travis Kelce. This is not going to be easy. Probably the best quarterback and the best tight end in all of football. And then you also, on defense, got to worry about Chris Jones. We had a hard time running the football today. It's not going to get any easier with that man sitting in the front for Kansas City. But that'll be the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as we continue our stretch here with Denver. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.